No intro, no anything. David A. Specht. Keep this in mind, brought to you by SpechtHealth.com. Forgot to do the countdown, but we've been so delayed today, I don't think a countdown is necessary. Do you? I want to talk about a subject that's been on my heart since last night. For those of you who do not know, Tina and I hosted a health and hope night with about 40 people, which was amazing. But it got me to thinking about the things that we have in our life that we can utilize in service to others. And I thought about the story in the Bible, in the book of Exodus, where God's telling Moses that it's going to be his purpose to lead his people out of Egypt. And Moses is giving excuse after excuse after excuse. And God's answering it. I stutter. Well, use your brother Aaron. All of these things. Well, who am I to tell him? And God finally asks the question, Moses, what do you have in your hand? And for those of you who know the story or maybe watched the Ten Commandments, Moses' staff was in his hand. And God says, I can use that. And it got me to thinking, what do you have in your hand? What do I have in my hand? Yes, we have inadequacies. Yes, we aren't, we haven't arrived yet. And can I tell you a little secret? We never arrive. But we have something in our hand that we can serve others with. In my life, last night I got to tell my health journey story about going from 325 pounds to 205 pounds, to the journey from not eating vegetables ever to enjoying vegetables today, the journey from being a couch potato to being an active grandparent. And I've told that story so many times that it almost gets common in my mind. Oh, it's just a weight loss story. It's just a health story. And people came up to me, and people came up to Tina from her story and others, and they're like, your story's so inspiring. Thank you for sharing it. And it's something I had in my hand all along. And yet I haven't been utilizing it to its full capability because I thought, well, everybody's heard that story. Everybody knows who I was before versus who I am now. And can I tell you that in those moments is when we will paralyze ourselves from being in service. I think about the other things that I have in my hands, along with the health journey. I have these things, which have, by the way, it's my favorite one. It's about time for me to eat. That is something I have in my hand that I can give to somebody, that I can serve somebody and say, look, if you do what I did, you can get what I got. And it's not about this, but this is a tool in the tool bag. What else do I have in my hands? Well, I got my actual non-proof versions of the book, Old Dog's New Tricks version 2.0. Some of you have already gotten this, and I thank you so much. This is a tool that I have in my hand to serve others. Now, you may not have written a book, you may not be a health coach, or you may be. But what do you have in your hands? What is something, maybe you have a listening ear that somebody can confide in you and they know it doesn't go any further. You have that in your hands. What if you have the ability to break down complex concepts into bite-sized pieces that are easily understandable? You have this in your hands. Maybe you're the type of person that can find humor in every situation. You have this in your hands. Can I tell you that what you have in your hands, God can use for a great, great purpose? So I just want to encourage you today as I close. This is a quick one today, but I just want to encourage you. What do you have in your hands? And are you using it to the fullest of its potential? I would be remiss if I didn't make an offer for you to purchase the book Old Dog's New Tricks 2.0, because you know what? This is a tool. This book can literally change your mindset, and this is the Keep This in Mind show. It can change your mindset. It can let you see the world in a different way. It can tell you that it's not too late, Mr. Old Dog, to learn a few new tricks and really still impact this world. I still got the deal going where you get the Step into Purpose course if you buy the book. Scan the barcode. Go to spechthealth.com/ODNT. Go to davidaspecht.com/ODNT. I've got the pages up there in both places. But let's work on this together. Let's figure out what we have in our hands that can be of service to others. And let's not worry so much about what we can't do. But let's concentrate on what we can do. Applied knowledge is power, and sometimes that applied knowledge is what you have in your hands. God bless.